Hello everybody and welcome to my 15 subscriber 100 video vlog special thingy. I was initially planning on making a sarcastic 0 subscriber special over the last few weeks, but fortunately that's no longer in the cards, because I actually have subscribers now. Awesome. I'm not really sure where this is headed, to be honest. I've never been particularly good at talking about myself, so let's have a chat about my channel itself. I started this crazy YouTube thing October 21st with the launch of my Alien Isolation series, which I had intended on covering earlier on so I could finish it before the 31st in the hopes of making it Halloween, October sort of deal. But I ended up putting it off for so long, mostly on account of my lack of confidence. On the whole, it ended up being, well, by my standards anyway, a success, netting me an okay-ish amount of views and a little bit of feedback. Plus, my sister used the recordings to amuse my my 1.5-year-old nephew, who for some reason gets a kick out of hearing me speak. You know, even on her laptop. At the time, I was releasing one hour episode a day, 7 days a week, and as I got the hang of recording and editing, I decided to add another shorter length episode series into the mix to spice things up. I mean, the whole premise of the channel is variety, so that's when I started my Late Night Casual Paladins series. You know, I'd been playing it before, like when I wasn't editing or wasn't recording, and it made me nostalgic for when I used to play first-person shooter games semi-professionally before my my hand tremors became such an issue. And granted, I'm not nearly as proficient of a player as I used to be. I had hoped the positive feelings I was getting out of it and being upbeat while playing, you know, kind of game that's usually associated with negativity and nastiness would resonate with people that are watching. And I lucked out because it's had a measure of success, and it's my series that's doing the best right now. And it seems that to be the favorite series of my biggest fan. You know who you are, big guy. As Alien Isolation was coming to an end, I decided to add another 30-minute length series. Decided that if I wanted to grow as a small channel, I needed to cover small indie games that the big wigs wouldn't touch. I've had a lot of different resources tell me that I should do that. Initially, I wasn't going to pay attention to them and kind of do my own thing, but it wasn't working, so I gave it a whirl. So I picked up Owlboy the day after the launch, and that did not hit home, even with relatively little coverage by other people, and the fact that I was one of the first search results to come up if you did a search by playlist. That's how I search for Let's Plays when I want to watch something. Yeah, it just didn't work out. And with Alien Isolation done, I wanted to fill its spot with another 60-minute length episode. So I decided to pull the pin on Enter the Gungeon and throw it in and see what that did. And it's doing alright. But, you know, more importantly for me, I absolutely adore playing it. It's like this game was made for me, even though I'm not the greatest at it. I think I mentioned this in one of the episodes, but it's just great to play. I love it. The cheese and the jokes and the guns. It's pretty silly. I love it. You know, finish up Owlboy, and I kind of became a little drained and desperate, because I was doing things the way that I was told to do from, like, these Let's Play subreddits and different guides and stuff, and it wasn't working. And doing this for over a month, and it was just really draining for me, especially not going anywhere, so I decided to start only releasing videos on weekdays, which gave me an opportunity to record on the weekends and edit throughout the week, as well as do some recording during the week. I then tried the whole underappreciated indie thing again with Even the Ocean, and that's been an absolutely abysmal failure, which is really kind of sad because it's a neat game with a lot of themes that might appeal to the social justice crowd. For the record, I'm a social justice paladin. You know, you can't have a party of just social justice warriors, otherwise you're gonna get wiped and raised, right? So, with that likely coming to an end soonish, I think, maybe next week, and I believe Enter the Gungeon might be coming to an end maybe, kind of, sort of, possibly. I'm starting to understand what I need to do to actually finish a character's story thing. Just pulling it off is another kettle of fish. I'm not sure what I'm going to do after I finish those two up. You know, I can't afford to keep forking out money for games on launch day. Before I did Let's Plays, I would usually wait like a year for games to go on sale. You know, I'm drawing welfare. I'm not making money off of this. I'm not making money in general. Like, I just picked up Fallout 4 the other month. Was it like 60% off or something like that? I waited that long just to play it. Because I couldn't afford it. I can't fork out 80 Canadian dollars for the game and then all the DLC and stuff like that. Although Fallout 4 doesn't have much DLC. Well, not anymore, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have much story DLC, which is the important stuff, you know. Anyway, you know, I could do, like, free indie games and stuff, but let's be honest, most of the free indie games that are coming out on Steam and other sites are pretty garbage. I mean, even the non-free stuff is pretty garbage. I'm not sure if any of you caught Jim Sterling's video on how, I think like 40% of the games on Steam as a whole came out this year, just because of Steam Greenlight and how much garbage is coming out of there. It's staggering. I just don't want to play that stuff. I mean, yes, you can find a gem on Steam Greenlight and other indie gaming sites like that, or resources like that, but a lot of it's pretty garbage. So, don't know what to do with that. Don't know about the future of specific games and like that, but I do know I want to do a variety of them, even if it's gonna hurt my channel in the end. For me, it's a hobby, and I like to make people happy and I like to entertain people. Also, picking up editing skills would be useful if I ever actually wanted to be a video editor, because it's something I could do at home. It's difficult for me to do a traditional job, so something I can do at home on my computer would be grand. It's just gonna take practice, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing, I guess. Prior to actually making the plunge into Let's Playing, I've been watching them for years, and a handful of folks I've watched have been particularly inspiring or helpful, so I figured it'd be cool to give them a little shout out here. Probably the Let's Player I've taken most inspiration from is Marshall Dyer. He's a very kind, helpful, and soft-spoken soul who I've come to refer to as Marshmallow, because he's so soft and sweet. Their deep, resonating voice, calm, collected commentary, and positivity has both shaped and coincided with how I like to do things personally. Not that I intentionally have a deep voice. I wish I didn't, but hey. He's also personally helped me with some of the technical side of Let's Playing. The other few people that have inspired me the most have actually all come out of the Something Awful Let's Play subforum. I don't go there myself, but I know that they're a part of that cool community. My absolute favorite Let's Player would definitely, hands down, have to be Super Great Friend, who covers a variety of odd and interesting games in a very informative manner. In the Something Awful examples I'm going to give here, they all seem to be very informative about what they're playing. And to this day, I feel that Super Great Friends Deadly Premonition Let's Play is the best Let's Play that's ever been made, and I hold it to all others as like a yardstick for quality and informativeness and just entertaining. I think the only way he could beat it is if he redid it, because he was a little dry back then when he made it, and he's a little more sarcastic than what he now, which I appreciate. Another highly informative Let's Player that's coming out of the SA forums is Voidburger, who I'm sure most of you know because she was in the stream last week. Oh, I got another catfish. Sorry. This nice catfish. I'm gonna eat those later. Yeah, Voidburger, you know, she's mostly known for her work with Silent Hill. But if you've seen her streams, then you know she's fairly well-rounded. Granted, not as informative about the things she streams about as she is about Silent Hill, but I think she's pretty cool, and I think she's been an inspiration, both myself and to other female gamers and Let's Players. There's been more than a few times that I've heard of other female gamers who have watched her and enjoy her work. And to round off the Something Awful trio, for the same reasons, been both entertained and inspired by, although granted to a lesser extent because he's physically smaller than everyone else I've mentioned, is Chip Cheesem, who, at the time of this recording, I believe is Boyburger's SO. So that's kind of cool. Actually, at the time of this recording, I believe they're both in Disneyland. So, I don't think they're going to see this video, but I hope they're having fun. The individual who really gave me the push that I needed, like, to actually release something to get over my fears of failure. Although I'm failing still, but hey, I'm still going. You know, and actually release something is Catherine of Sky Gaming. Sadly, I don't keep in touch with her anymore, as we had a falling out regarding some of her political views shortly after Trump won the election. Yeah, I'm gonna link all these channels in the description, or maybe I'll have them on screen. I don't know. There's not much else going on screen right now. Just fishing, so I don't starve later in this game. Also, I'll post a link about this game in the description as well. Probably a good idea. So, yeah, that was the thing. I think that went all right. You know what else is a thing? How my channel analytics show that many of the people using YouTube's search function to find me seem to be looking for transsexual porn on YouTube. Yeah. Also, spider bondage has been a search term more than one person has used to find me. I titled one episode of my Owlboy series that because it was relevant to the content of the series, and, you know, I like to be saucy. Also, how many comments that I've had to delete that was just people looking for me to subscribe to them, or give them free copies of the games that I've been playing, which is weird. I don't know why they would think that someone that had 0 subscribers at the time would be worth trying to poach subscribers from, or thinking they can get free games from. Anyway, I think I've had like 30 comments over the month or so, and maybe 3 or 4 of them were legit. I even had someone messaging me telling me that they subscribed to me already, that I should subscribe to them back. Which is funny, because at that time I had no subscribers, so I knew they were bullshitting. Some people, oh, well, now I'm going off on a tangent, so I should probably draw this to a close. I hope to see you all on the stream on Friday, and remember, variety is the spice of life, so stay spicy, my friends.